you definitely know from my last stream, I did not really like Sonic 4 Episode 2 that much. But I really like Sonic 4 Episode 1. I really do. And, dare I say, you know, dare I say that it is actually my favorite, my favorite, 2D Sonic game. I quite like Sonic 2. I like Sonic 1 Game Gear, but I really, really, really like Sonic 4 Episode 1. This game's just super nostalgic with me. I've played it quite a lot. It's actually going to be a couple weeks since I last finished this game. Like 2. It's been like 2 weeks since I last finished this. But yeah, Sonic 4, just in general, is a game that, you know, I played a ton. I started out playing the demo, and I played the demo a ton, and then I finally got the game and I've beaten this game like 8 times. It's a lot of fun. It's a Sonic game that I think gets a lot of hate, and Clement actually agrees with me on that, and that the game gets a lot of hate. Yeah, you made it. But yeah, so this is my finale for the Sonic 30th streams. I'll play through the entire game, and yeah, I'll just play through the entire game. I thought about playing Episode Metal as well. No, I'm good. I think I'm just gonna finish this game, which will be probably 45 minutes to an hour. It's a really short game. I'll try like one special stage. Sonic 4 Episode 2, by the way, Sonic 4 Episode 2, I played that on my own time. I finished it again recently, like yesterday, and I was pretty close to getting all Chaos Emeralds. Chaos Emeralds in that game, they're fairly easy, but Special Stage 6 really got to me. That special stage was very hard to get. Special Stage 6 had a lot of tough stuff about it, and that's where I got stuck. Which stinks, because I mean, you know, two Chaos Emeralds away from getting a Supersonic. But anyway, so yeah, I'm actually kind of ready to to, you know, finish off the Sonic 30th, at least my end. I know Shiny Ocelot is playing Sonic Mania on Monday, I think. Monday. But I'm ready to finish off my Sonic stuff and streams in general. Actually, for a while. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I actually kind of like these special stages a lot more than the ones from Sonic 1. They control a lot easier. Yeah, he'll be playing Sonic Mania, I believe, on Monday. I think I'm getting that right. So you might be asking, I don't know if I actually mentioned this in a stream, but you might be asking, why aren't you playing Sonic Generations now? Because that is my favorite Sonic game. I decided that Ram's only Sonic game to play was Generations, so, you know, I thought a good game to kind of, you know, I didn't want Generations to be the finale, because basically Ram's finale was Generations, so I want to have a different finale from everybody else. And I also wanted to have a game that everybody else hated, but I personally loved. So, Sonic 4 it is! But yeah, so... pretty cool. This is actually... I'm actually going a lot faster than I expected. This probably will be a really short stream. But yeah, like I said, the end of kind of streams in general for a little while. I don't expect to do anything more. As of the moment. I mean, you know, I did all these streams for the Sonic 30th. Yeah, Mania Monday. That's a good name for it, actually. Mania Monday. Yeah. So, but because you know, I don't have anything planned of what I want to do in terms of streaming. If I do decide to stream anything, it'll kind of be like I did on the PS4, where I'll just stream random games, just random games that I'm interested in streaming. You know, Lego games or whatever I'm playing at the time, which is mostly Lego games. So, you know, if I do any streams after that, then it's just gonna be kind of, you know, random stuff. But yeah, oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'll take that. Whoa, okay. There we go. So yeah, I actually got a Super Game Boy today for the Super Nintendo in like perfect condition. You know, my normal outlet for games is a vintage stock, and normally their selection's pretty slim. They normally don't have a lot of good stuff there, especially in terms of classic games, but I went today and they had a massive selection of NES and SNES games. Super Mario World, Super Mario Bros. 3, Dr. Mario, Star Fox. They had a couple copies of Star Fox, but yeah, Star Fox, The Legend of Zelda. Pretty good selection, but the thing that caught my eye, they had not one, but 2 Super Game Boys. And I've been looking for a Super Game Boy for quite a long time. There's been a pretty long time where I've just been calling vintage stocks trying to look for Super Game Boys, and I finally found one. And it was in absolutely perfect condition. Genuinely, it looked like it barely been used. And the coolest thing about it is that it actually came from, there's a sticker on the back from an even older used video game store from who knows how long ago. It's pretty faded, so it might have been there for, you know, 20 years. I mean, it's pretty interesting. Wow, I think it's probably my best time on this stage. But yeah, so I got the Super Game Boy. One reason, I was running low on money. I only had 20, and, you know, it was like 25 for the Super Game Boy. So I kind of had to do some, like, you know, some borrowing from a couple people. But yeah, I got it, and, you know, their NES and Super NES collection was great, but their Game Boy collection was not. Their Game Boy collection was very slim pickings. No Mario, stuff like that. So I needed a game to test it with, but I also wanted to get a fairly cheap game. So I got Ants, based off the DreamWorks film. It's not the greatest, but it did test it perfectly, and it does work perfectly, and yeah. Really amazing find. I was really glad to find. Oh, I'm gonna die. I was really glad to find that. Please let there be something down here. Ooh, 16. That's good. That's a weird number. Yeah, I got ants. Ants. Ant-Man. Hey, there we go. Yeah, the DreamWorks film with Woody Allen and Stallone, where Woody Allen plays the comedic ant and Stallone plays the jacked ant. It's not a really great game, but it was in great condition. It was only $5, and I was like, yeah, that'll be my test game. It was either that or like Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle 3. Or was it 2? It was 2, because 3 came out on Game Boy Color. Yeah, it was either that or Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle 2 in terms of, like price, you know? Because even, they had Tetris, and even for the best-selling game of all time, it was still more money than Ants. It was $6, $1 more, and I didn't want to go. I wanted to keep I wanted to keep the game that I got to be $5 or under, so I got Ants. But yeah, so in terms of like $5 or under games, it was either Marvel's Ant-Man movie with Paul Rudd. Why do you specifically? I like how you said Marvel's Ant-Man with Paul Rudd. Yeah, Paul Rudd, the guy from the Super Nintendo commercial. Look that up. He was in a Super Nintendo commercial. Young Rudd was in a Super Nintendo commercial. I forgot exactly what the commercial's called. It might not even have a name. It was just showing off Super Nintendo. I think it showed off F-Zero and the Link to the Past. Yeah. I haven't watched Ant-Man in a very, very long time. It's one of those movies that... It's just very basic. It's a very basic Marvel movie. I saw it once. I don't really remember much from it. I just remember Thomas the Train being in it. Thomas the Train making an exclusive appearance in Ant-Man. I remember his appearance in Captain America Civil War better than his own movie. Now, true, I've seen Captain America Civil War more times, but, I mean, it's still a better movie. And I think his appearance in there was a lot, you know. Give me that Sonic, yeah! So yeah, which one of yous were in... Oh, there's only one person. Okay, Shiny Ocelot, did you see the Sonic Orchestra? Did you see the Sonic Orchestra? The funny thing with the Sonic Orchestra is that, like... The funny thing with the Sonic Orchestra is that on the YouTube, I was looking at the comments, and on YouTube, the comments were going so fast that YouTube couldn't keep up. So it would be showing like a song, and then the comments would be of the song that was playing 2 songs ago. And they were still just flooding in. So it was like, okay, the comment section was basically nothing. Like every song, every recent comment was just about a song that came that was like 10 minutes ago. But it was really cool. I really liked it. Interesting that it's called the Sonic Orchestra, and I mean, I don't want to spoil too much, but I will say that it's interesting that it's called the Sonic Orchestra, and they started out with an orchestra, and then like halfway in, went to, I think it's Jun Sonoe and Crush 40 to do lyrical tracks, which I'm spoiling a lot, actually. I'm sorry. Well, it's something that happened like 4 days ago. And then also the funniest thing about it is a really long time on Sonic Colors. It's like, yeah, Sega, we get it. I know Sonic Colors is releasing, but they spent like 3 times the amount of time on Sonic Colors than they did on any other game. And it's like, yeah, I get it, Sega. I get it. Sonic Colors is releasing. I know you want to promote it, but it's really funny. But also interesting is that, I mean, they showed off a lot of Sonic games, most of them. Most of the mainline ones. But it's really interesting that they actually showed off Lost World. I did not expect to see Lost World there. Especially since it's kind of the black sheep of the franchise, and Sega kind of likes to forget it. I mean, besides the fact that Zavok is apparently in, like, every single game ever, Sega likes to kind of forget that But it's interesting because, like, besides Zavok, Lost World is never mentioned as a game that Sega made. They really like to forget that. And Sega never mentions it. Unlike, you know, like, say, Unleashed, Sega never, like, references it in anything. It's just that kind of, like, one lone black sheep of the franchise. Yeah, because I really, really, really like the music of Lost World. Lost World's soundtrack does not get enough love. Lost World definitely has some really good songs. Oh yeah, I actually really like the stage. And also, if you're wanting to try and get the achievement for hitting 99 lives, this is a very easy way to do so, because I'm already at 28. This is definitely the best stage to just replay if you want to go for the life trick. Not life trick, but just go for the 99 life achievement. I think I've already gotten. Have I already gotten? Here, I'll look it up right now. Let me see. I think I've already gotten it. No, I do not, actually. I don't have the 99 lives. I guess just at the time. Well, I'm probably not going to be getting that now, but, I mean, you know. Oh! That's my first death. That's my first death of the stream. I'm gonna make note of that. And it's at the point that I normally never die at. But, yeah. So... yeah, the Sonic Orchestra, it was pretty cool. If I can remember, this stage... or no, it was the... on the first version of this game that released, which was the phone version, the card stage wasn't actually in it. The card stage was instead like a pinball machine that never ended until you got a certain score. You couldn't even die in it. You'd have to actually, like, exit the game to die, or to restart. It's, and people hated it so much that they actually changed it in the console releases. Oh, and, actually, if you didn't already know, which is kind of just an interesting tidbit, this game actually did come out on Wii. The Wii version, Sonic, if you notice, Sonic is kind of like, he's 3D with, like, I don't know, like a white texture, I guess? Like a glare. He's like silky smooth. The Wii version takes out the glare. It's just a regular 3D model with no extra details added to it. And also, the music, distinctly, the drums are not as heavy. They're a lot mellowed in the Wii version. I have no idea why. The Wii could handle drums. I have no idea why the drums were mellowed in the Wii version. Why am I doing this? Ow! There you go. Oh! Okay, so here, I think you have to go, like, a little bit... that? Okay, no, that just gets your life. Okay, it's, like, a little bit to the left. There you go. There you go. Kind of a hard, thing to know. If you didn't know the route of this stage, it's kind of difficult to figure it out. The rings normally guide you, but it's a little bit hard to, Yeah, I mean, the Wii, I don't know why they changed the audio, because the Wii definitely could handle drums. I'm not really sure, but it's kind of interesting. I mean, I know a lot of people when the game came out wasn't really a big fan of the intense use of drums. I know the Genesis games actually did have drums, but some people think that this is kind of an over-exaggerated form of the drums, and that the drums aren't, like, this loud. So, you know, if you want, like, kind of a more mellowed-out version of the song, then try out the Wii version, which is no longer available. You'd have to hack your Wii, like I did, and, download it onto your Wii. The Wii was the only console that I was man enough to hack. It was a very easy hack, extremely easy. That's why I hacked it. And it was pretty cool for the most part. I mean, what happened to that Wii? Oh, it's still up there. I just don't have the cords for it. But the hacked Wii is still there, and it still contains. It still contains. It still contains my digital copy of Sonic 4. Yeah, that's actually very similar. But it still contains my Wii version of Sonic 4. It contains the Wii exclusive Jet Rocket, Bomberman Blast, I believe. There's a couple more games that I downloaded. Oh, Ben 10, Alien Force: The Rise of Hex, which, as of right now, is the only, aside from getting, like, an Xbox 360 or Wii emulator, it's the only way to play that game. And a couple others that I can't remember. But it's still up there, it's in my closet. I don't have the Wii cords anymore. I sold I had 2 Wiis at one point, and I sold the second one, which meant selling the cords. Well, okay, it's an interesting story. So, I was lucky enough. Yeah, Labyrinth Zone. Actually, Labyrinth Zone in this game is actually one of the best stages in the game. There's not a lot of water stuff, and it's got probably one of the best, if not the best, songs in the game. This game's soundtrack, honestly, is really, really good. I think I'm torn between either this or Mad Gear Zone, but both stages have really, really good songs. But yeah, so I was gracious enough to find a garage sale that, it was a person that obviously didn't know what she had, but she was just like, yeah, my sons had, you know, I had 2 sons, they had both different Wiis, and I'm just selling them now. And at first I was just, you know, singling out a couple games. They had, like, a couple Guitar Hero games, and I'm like, oh, maybe I want this. And then she's like, how about you just buy the entire box for $18? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess. I'll buy 2 Wiis for $18. And they both worked. They both worked perfectly. Sadly, there was a copy of Wii Sports, but it was broken. Which was one of the games I singled out. But, hey, it was the entire box for $18. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? So I sold one of the Wiis. I was gonna sell one of the Wiis at GameStop. This was when they were still selling Wii games. And it's so weird. And I've never had anybody else say this to me, but it was really interesting that the employee there was like, yeah, we have so many Wiis, you can probably just sell us the cords, and you'll get more money for that than the Wii itself. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just sell the cords then. So I just had like a Wii with no cords. And then when I moved all my Wii data over to the Wii U, which the data was on the... Oh, I did not mean to go in that stage. The data was on the original Wii, which is the Wii that I modded. The Wii that I modded, I mean, one of the main reasons I modded it was because the disk drive broke. Which I probably should have saw coming. Ever since I first bought it, you'd put in a disc and it would go, yeah, and I was just like, oh, that's how Wii's normally sound. And I mean, I probably should have expected something was wrong with my Wii if that horrendous noise was sounding every time I put in a disc. But I sold the cords of the first Wii, and then yeah, so I sold the cords of the first Wii, and then the second Wii, which I had the cords and everything, I decided to sell as well, because at this point I would have had 3 Wiis. One that the disk drive's broken, one that I just sold, and then another one that's perfectly fine. So I just went ahead and sold the second Wii on, like, Facebook Marketplace, for $50. So thus, now I have a broken Wii with no cords. A broken Wii with no cords, but has a bunch of downloadable titles on it. And the Genesis emulator. Yeah, in all honesty, I mean, you know, I kind of went into, like, well, I was into an emulating phase where I was like, oh, I'm just going to emulate everything. Now I'm kind of back into, like, a physical phase. I want everything to be physical. If there's a way to get it to be physical, I'll get it physical. Unless it's, like, a lot cheaper and it's official. I guess that's my big thing. Is it has to be, like, an official copy. Oh yeah, I found Sonic Unleashed at Vengestock, so if you're looking for another copy of it, it's $20. Unless you already own a copy of it. It seems like $20 is just the basic price for it. Both GameStop and Vintage sell it for $20, so I don't really expect that price to ever change anytime soon. Anyway, this is the famous stage that everybody hates, except for me. I think it's fine. This is the stage where Some Call Me Johnny. I think I talked about this in the Sonic 4 Episode 2 stream. But Some Call Me Johnny had like a charity like Sonic game marathon with 3 other people, and one of the persons there just got stuck on this stage constantly. He spent like an hour trying to figure out the puzzle, the puzzle that comes up later in the stage, and he never could figure it out. It was game over after game over, and then eventually when they got to like Sonic 4 Episode 2, he just asked to swap games, and they let him. But the funniest thing about that is that once he got to Sonic 4 Episode 2, he got stuck on that like narwhal area or something like that, and he yet again, game over after game over, just got stuck in that narwhal area. Like, oh, poor guy. No wonder he hates the Sonic 4 games. Which thing's actually... Yeah, I think it's actually a pretty cool idea. But yeah, and it's kind of funny because, I mean, I remember something that made me annoyed back then when I first watched it. By the way, those streams are gone, I think. I don't think those streams are available anymore. It's been probably since like 2017, 2016 since we last did it. And I think both of those streams are... I think Part 1 and Part 2, they're gone. I don't really think they're still up. Which stinks, because I remember watching them. But it's kind of funny because... if I can remember, one of the guys there, oh my god, one of the guys there, was like, he got so sick of Sonic 4, he's like, I'm gonna play a better game. And then he played Shadow the Hedgehog. No, it was Sonic Heroes. They were playing Sonic Heroes, and he's like, oh, I'm just gonna play Shadow now. And he played Shadow and legitimately thought that Shadow was a better game than Sonic Heroes. And I'm like, look, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but like, really? Shadow the Hedgehog is better than Sonic Heroes. I have never heard anybody else say that except for you. Oh, no. Okay, so what you gotta do here is go like this. Oh, that's not what I'm gonna do. Yeah, okay, hold on. Okay, this one does the two up there. And then you do that. No! Oh. Okay, yeah, it's really annoying. So you gotta go like this. Spawns the two. Wait a little bit, do that. Ah, but I'm waiting too long. So, okay. Do this. Wait a little bit. Do that. No, jump up there! Okay, hold on. Okay, this puzzle does suck. So you do that. Wait a little bit, do that. Yeah, just jump up there. Come on! These torches go so slow! Do that! Wait a little bit, do that. Don't even do that. There we go! Okay, there we go. Ugh! I hate how the torches go away after like 5 seconds. Okay, but we're good now. That's the puzzle that took that one guy, like 20 years to do. Oh, no, he never finished it. He just gave up. Sorry about if you hear anything in the background. And, we are just, I think we are just about done with the stage. It kind of stinks. It kind of stinks, though, because the next stage after this is not very good. Oh, no, wait, it will. The next stage after this is the Labyrinth of Labyrinth Zone, and it takes a really long time, and you go underwater a lot, and it's just not a very fun part of the stage, or part of this zone. But after this, you notice we're on Zone 3. Zone 3 of 4. Yeah, after this is the final zone, which is Mad Gear Zone. How long have we been playing? 30 minutes. So, yeah, not a lot of time, actually. So... Excuse me, I need to take a drink of 7-Up. Okay. But yeah, it's just kind of funny how short this game is. Like I said, I think my first stream of it might still be up on the channel, I'm not sure. I think it's 45 minutes. Which, if you think about it, is around the same time as Sonic 1. The stages in this game just take longer. There's less of them, but it takes longer. But yeah. Oh, Labyrinth Zone, Lost Labyrinth Zone, Act 3 definitely has debatably my favorite song of the Lost Labyrinth Zones. Either Act 1 or 3 has my favorite song, but I really like Act 3. Actually, I really... I don't know, they both sound so good! Seriously, the soundtrack's really good. I don't know why people say this soundtrack is bad. I know I'm constantly getting hit by these guys. No, wait! Freedom! 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 So here's the part I hate. So you have to move this block out of the way, and later on there'll actually be spikes on the other end. Ooh. At the other end. And in the later part of the stage, the spikes actually... at the later part of the stage, the spikes actually, like... if you hit the spikes, they will revert the block back to where it was. And by the way, your water count's still counting down as this is happening. So it's just a really annoying and long, difficult part to do. And I'm not looking forward to it. It's probably one of my least favorite stages, part, you know. Yeah, as much as I love this song, this is probably one of my least favorite stages in the entire game. It's either this or, like... It's either this or, oh, excuse me, Mad Gear Act 3. Mainly because Mad Gear Act 3 is a level called Impending Doom. And, the whole point of Mad Gear Act 3, which we'll see later, the whole point of the game... Okay, we get it, yeah. It's like, oh, here, you're upset that bubbles don't happen as frequently? Fine, let's put, like, 10,000 bubbles. Here we go. We'll get on the far end, move it a little bit, move all the way to the left, move to the right, move all the way to the left, move all the way to the right. There you go. Just annoying. But yeah, I mean, and while I like the level for, like, it has just a giant thing chasing you the entire level. And while the level is kind of cool, because I like giant things chasing me, I'm also terrified of giant things chasing me. So, the level, like, it's alright, but, like, I always just go into, like, panic mode whenever I play it, and I tend to die a lot easier on it. "37 minutes, and we're already on to the third to last boss of the entire game. So this is the worst boss in the game by far. This boss is pretty annoying and it takes a really long time. It starts out as basically just the same as the boss from Sonic 1. Until the very, the last phase, which then becomes a completely new boss, and I don't like this completely new boss. It's really annoying. So you follow him all the way up, dodging the obstacles and stuff, do all this, yada yada yada, hit him one more time, why not? And then, you go into the new phase. So, this phase is full of insta-death traps. Oh, my favorite. So, like, for this, these things are gonna crush you. There you go. Now, that one was actually pretty easy to dodge, but some of these later ones, it's really hard to tell what's gonna crush you or not. So, like, over here, okay. This one's also fairly easy. Okay, that one's fairly easy as well. It's not really exemplifying my point very well. Come on, don't give me one that's harder, actually. Okay, like this one. What's gonna crush you, what's gonna not? Okay, that did not crush me. But, like, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes, and some ones of these just don't give you access to hit Eggman. Like that one basically just doesn't give you access to hit Eggman at all. And it's just kind of annoying, it lasts for a really long time, and of course, again, all of these have the possibility of insta-death. Every single one of them. And it's just a little bit annoying, and like I said, it just goes on for a really, really long time. And you're like, okay. Okay, so this one, yeah, go over to where Eggman's going. There you go. Luckily I didn't die, so that's kind of cool. But it's just kind of annoying, lasts a little while, and of course everything is an insta-death trap. I don't know if it's annoying, but hey. Yeah. Oh, it's my favorite song in the game, or at least one of my favorites. Oh, this song is so catchy. I really wish it was brought back in other games. Too bad we're gonna ruin it. Or, well, not ruin it, depending on who you're asking. But this stage is so cool. This is definitely one of my favorite stages in the game. Of course, modeled after Metropolis Zone. With the dang slicers. But seriously, this is such a cool stage. You go so fast, and the music's so cool, and it's just like, oh! Man, it is such a cool stage. Of course, since this is the last zone in the game, or at least the last full zone, there's a lot of insta-death crap. Woo! Yeah, oh, that stage was so much fun. Just blistering fast speeds, and if you know where to go, it's like, whew! Like, genuinely, that's probably one of my favorite stages in Sonic history. Again, really or not annoying, but really sad that the song never came back for another game. And here's one of my least favorites. Yeah, it's like we go from best to one of the worst. Escape the Cog Trap is a very slow stage. Again, but it's kind of helped because the music is so good. The music in the stage is so catchy. All the music in Mad Gear Zone is so catchy. But it is kind of a slow stage. There's not a lot of like super fast speed. It's just a lot of moving cogs around and stuff, and as we'll see later, like actually manually moving cogs, which take a little bit of time. Is that what their actual name is? Shell Crackers? Huh. That's really weird. That is really weird. I'm surprised that that's what the name is. So here we go. Now, time to move a very slow cog. And there's like 4 times you do this throughout the entire stage. But again, like, this music is not great, honestly, but the music in, the music in this stage is so good, and it's like, alright, you get a pass. Impending Doom does have a kind of cool song, but not nearly as cool as this in the first Mad Gear. I love that part. A little bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, really kind of odd how it's pulled from Sonic 4. No! Oh well. Those dang slicers. I would have been able to, like, get up to the top path if it weren't for the slicers. Oh, let's do this. There we go. Yeah, luckily here they actually give you a means of going back, because the cog will actually move back. The cog will actually move back if you wait long enough. Slicers! I pressed the homing attack button! Slicers! No! This is the most amount of annoyances I've had with slicers in this entire game and throughout all my playthroughs. Oh boy, Impending Doom is coming. This is the stage I was talking about, Act 3. Again, it's a cool concept, but I always tend to make hasty mistakes when a giant thing is about to kill me. Yeah, again! This is such a cool song! All the music in Mad Gear... Like that. All the music in Mad Gear is, like, so catchy. Also, again, funny how this stage is just called Impending Doom. Like, you're gonna die. That's just flat out. You're gonna die. I'll let that crap live. I'll let him live. Just this. Luckily, if that thing does hurt you, it's not an insta-death. It just hurts you and then just bounces the actual thing back just a tiny bit, just to give you like a little bit of time to you know, do stuff. Slicers, so many slicers. Oh, and these things too. These things are really annoying. No! Oh, whoa, there's a pathway down here? Okay. I never knew there was a pathway down here. I've actually never been down here before. Ooh. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I like how how this is like just a visually darker stage than the other stages. It's like tonally darker and visually darker. And the music's all like tense. Yeah, this is honestly, you know what, more thinking about it, this is a really cool stage. Oh, what a cool stage. Alright, second to last boss. Here we go. Defeat the real Dr. Eggman. Not like his, you know, fakes. Not like the fakers from before. No, this is the real one. There's a gnat in here that just keeps on like buzzing right in front of my eye. It's really annoying. So, just like the Sonic 2 boss fight, he sends out a little tiny Eggman. Little baby Eggman. And of course, you just gotta whittle them down. There we go. Ow! Ow! Kinda run out of space here, Eggman. There you go, and here's phase 2. Phase 2 is pretty cool. Because now you're racing against them like a Sonic Advance 2 boss. And now it's all about, like, dodging it. But, you know... Whoa, it's a small one. The small one bounces fast. But, you know, with the homing attack in play, I mean, it's not too hard because you can homing attack forward a lot. There you go. That is the end of Mad Gear Zone, and now we go on to the Death Egg Zone again! Because why not? Oh, what's that on the side? Oh, is that 2 tails? Yeah, it's like... There was always supposed to be an episode 2, and there was always supposed to have tails in it. This is a hint at it. Oh boy! It's this song, but it's gonna be played for 4 mini-bosses. It's just the phase 2s of the bosses, except this time, it's, you know... all of them all at once, back to back. So Eggman tries all his tricks. Eggman tries all his tricks. Which also means we're gonna have to do the phase 2 of the annoying Labyrinth Zone boss again. It's annoying. Uh-oh. That's not a good place to be. No, I gotta get rings back! Well, I think, yeah, every phase, I think, gives you a checkpoint and rings, so it's not that bad. Does it give you a checkpoint? I know it gives you rings, but yeah, a checkpoint. A checkpoint and rings, so it's not too bad. Oh, I'm gonna try doing something. Hey, there we go. I think it's something you can only do here, because here the amount of room is, like, cut a little bit, I think. Only 2 more hits. Only 2 more hits, and then... Whew! That was close. 1 more hit. There we go. Alright. By the way, like I said, are you loving this song? Are you loving this 20-second loop? Oh, so that's a massive one. That was a big boy. Yeah, if you like loops, get ready for the final boss's theme. It's like a 15-second loop, and it plays throughout the entirety of it. Oh, it's the Death Egg robot, but this time you have a homing attack, which makes it infinitely easier. Also, this time you have rings. And also, with the homing attack, you can now do, like, chain hits, where you can hit twice at once, so... There we go! Yeah! And now here he's starting to go crazy. So he's gonna start jumping a lot. And you gotta spin dash at, like, the right time. You gotta spin dash at just the right time to get in between his legs and dodge him. And here, the only way to hit him is he's gonna shoot his arm out. It's gonna fly out a bunch, but it's gonna fall down on the ground. And, you gotta hit it 3 times, and that's gonna stun him, and then... Yeah, I think you only really have 4 shots to get, 4 attacks in before his hand comes back and he starts jumping around a lot. And later on, he'll start shooting, like, plasma cannon? A plasma cannon? He's gonna start shooting a plasma cannon later, and an eye laser. So not only do you have a 15-second loop to hear, but you also have to hear this entire time. Nope. Again, okay. You gonna shoot your arm out? There you go. I think here's where he shoots the eye laser. Yep, there you go. And I think after those 2 hits, we have the final phase. Yep. Oh, no we don't. Okay. I really thought we had the final phase. Whoa! What you gonna do now? Oh, you're gonna shoot your arm again. Okay. Okay. Here should be the final phase. Yep. Final phase. He is gonna go like crazy. Got it! Okay. Whew. And that's it. On that final phase, that is actually an insta-death phase. If you are not in the air when he slams down, you will be stun-locked, and then you'll fall and die immediately. It is the one, like, completely, yeah, it is the only part of insta-death in the entire boss. By the way, you can jump here. There's actually an achievement for completing this final bit with getting every single ring. It requires, like, precise aiming your jumps, and also, it requires you to know exactly where everything is. Clement did it, and he said that it took him, like, 15 tries. Just to, like, get it down to know it. But that's it! That's the end of Sonic 4 Episode 1. Yeah, only an hour. It's a pretty short game, but it's fun. I think it's $8 on PS3, $10 on Xbox 360, and then even cheaper on Steam. It's a fun game. I really recommend it. I have a lot of nostalgia with it. One of the first games that I bought through Xbox Live, and I remember before it came out, I was reading about it in like Game Informer. And yeah, so. Yeah. Yeah, it would be fun to watch, hint, hint, watch another streamer do it. I think it would be fun to watch. So yeah, that is my end of the Sonic 30th anniversary streams. I hope you all enjoyed all of my streams up to this point and this one. That's it. Shiny Ocelot will be streaming Sonic Mania on Monday, but as for me, this will probably be the end of streaming for quite a while. I don't know if I don't know when I'll go back to streaming. But this was fun. It was fun, So, yeah, that's about it. Try again. Oh, stop, you're laughing at me.